Good morning. Welcome to a Monday Motivation. I am Tolu, and if you didn't hear, we are doing our online ministry once a month, the Monday Motivations and our midweek muscles, as we shake up things a little bit in Lifeline. We have a new schedule for the month of February, and that we're going to try out for this quarter. So thank you for tuning in, and just another way to start off your week in the Lord. Psalms 72 verses 1 and 2. Give the king your justice, O God, and your righteousness to the royal son. May he judge your people with righteousness and your poor with justice. Now, Solomon is praying this, and he is praying to be the best king and how he can be his best for Christ. And I am acknowledging that we too can have this prayer, because I'm sure we all want to be our best when it comes to whatever we are doing in life for Christ. So my encouragement this morning is entitled, The Best Me for Thee. The best me for thee. So number one, lead well. You know, Solomon, right from the start, or at least here, he realized that to be king, or this position, was way over his head. It was something that he just knew he could not do alone. And he would need God's help to be able to reign well, or to lead well. So we see consistency in verse 1, that his first prayer to God, when he asked for wisdom and to rule justly and with God's help. And we too can lead well, but only with God's help. So again, one is lead well. Whatever you are leading in, know that we need Christ right alongside us to be able to do that. Number two, not Solomon's subjects. Now, Solomon seemed to understand, at least initially, that being king was about serving God's people. He was king, but God was the God of these people. These people were not Solomon's subjects, but God's children. So whenever you and I lead in something, we need to understand that they're not our people. They're not our subjects. We lead them, but they are God's children. They are God's people. And I think if we can remember that as we lead, it'll help us to lead well. And lastly, be the best. You know, whatever you are called to do, whatever season you're in, be the best. As a wife, as a husband, as a parent, know that, for myself as a wife, I know that my husband is not my subject, or at least I need to remind myself that. He is not my subject, but he is God's child. And those who are under my care, it can be kids at church, it can be women in my women's group, in the ministry. They do not exist for my pleasure or my satisfaction, but on the contrary, they are God's children, and I am their steward. I can lead them, I can be my best, but I need to remember that they are not my subjects. So again, be the best version of yourself for Christ, the best me for thee. And just to recap, number one, lead well. You can't do that alone. You can't do that apart from Christ. Number two, not Solomon's subjects. Whoever we are called to lead, they are not ours. They are God's children. And lastly, be the best. Whatever it is that you're called to do, just be the best in that walk. I pray that you have a great week, and this is our rest week. So if you are in the El Paso area, we are kicking off our month with our first prayer meeting on Saturday at 8 o'clock, 7000 Edgemere Boulevard. Hope to see you there, or our barbecue, or our Sunday worship service. So walk strong, be the best you for God, and I love you.